Picture this. You are in an intimate moment with your partner, and instead of worrying whether your body will respond, you feel completely confident and present. What if I revealed that there is a remarkable natural solution that can restore that youthful vigor and reliability without depending on synthetic medications? This is not just wishful thinking. This is science-backed reality that thousands of men over 50 are already experiencing. Hello, I am Dr. Evelyn Hart, and I specialize in helping men reclaim their vitality through natural hormone optimization and circulation enhancement. Today, I'm going to share something extraordinary with you, a simple, natural beverage that can transform your intimate experiences in ways you might not have thought possible. As men enter their 50s, the body begins orchestrating subtle yet profound changes that often go unnoticed until they significantly impact daily life. These transformations do not announce themselves with dramatic symptoms. Instead, they unfold gradually, like shadows lengthening at dusk, until suddenly you realize that your physical responses have shifted in ways that feel both frustrating and concerning. Perhaps you have observed that your energy levels fluctuate more unpredictably than they once did. Maybe that mental sharpness you always relied on now feels somewhat elusive during certain parts of the day. And if we are speaking candidly about intimate matters, you might have noticed that your bedroom performance feels less consistent and dependable than it was during your younger years. What most men do not understand is that these changes are not simply inevitable consequences of growing older. They are primarily the result of specific physiological processes that can be addressed and improved through targeted natural interventions. The key lies in understanding two critical systems, your hormonal bowel, ants, and your circulatory function. Testosterone, the hormone that drives your passion, influences your emotional state, and maintains your physical strength, naturally decreases as part of the aging process. However, lifestyle factors can dramatically accelerate this decline. Persistent stress, inadequate sleep quality, nutritional gaps, and sedentary habits can push hormonal changes forward by years or even decades. But there is another crucial element that deserves equal attention: your circulatory health. Your blood flow begins to diminish not because your heart has weakened, but because the delicate inner walls of your arteries, known as the endothelium, become less responsive to the natural chemical signals that instruct them to dilate and permit unrestricted blood flow. Consider what happens during intimate moments. Your body must rapidly expand blood vessels to direct a surge of circulation to specific regions. Without this swift, efficient dilation response, blood cannot reach its intended destination when timing matters most. It resembles attempting to irrigate a garden through a twisted, blocked hose. The pressure exists, but the delivery mechanism functions suboptimally. When you combine these circulatory challenges with the pressures of contemporary life, chronic elevated stress, irregular sleep schedules, gradually declining nutritional quality, plus conditions like elevated blood pressure or diabetes, performance changes become understandable rather than surprising. Here is what I want you to remember above all else. Your fundamental desire and passion remain intact. That drive, that interest, that deep connection with your partner continues to burn brightly within you. What requires attention and support are your blood flow mechanisms and your body's natural energy production systems. This brings us to today's remarkable solution: fresh beetroot juice, enhanced with bright, tangy lemon juice. I understand that beetroot might not sound particularly romantic or exciting, but what this humble vegetable lacks in glamour, it compensates for with extraordinary scientific validation. Beetroot contains one of nature's highest concentrations of natural compounds called nitrates. These are not artificial chemicals or synthetic additives. They are naturally occurring substances that your body skillfully converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide functions as a powerful molecular messenger that instructs your blood vessels to relax, open wide, and welcome increased circulation. Think of nitric oxide as possessing the master key to your entire circulatory system. Without sufficient levels of this crucial molecule circulating throughout your body, even a perfectly healthy heart cannot deliver the rush of blood flow that is absolutely essential for achieving and maintaining strong, reliable erections. With optimal nitric oxide availability, your arteries dilate more rapidly and efficiently. Your muscles receive enhanced oxygen delivery, and your overall stamina improves remarkably. I am not referring only to intimate stamina here. I mean endurance for every physical activity you engage in throughout your entire day. This is where lemon juice becomes absolutely essential. Beyond cutting through the naturally earthy flavor of beetroot, the abundant vitamin C in fresh lemon juice acts as a protective barrier for nitric oxide, preventing this valuable molecule from degrading too quickly within your system. Timing represents everything when implementing this approach. If you consume beet juice too early or too late, you will miss the optimal window when your nitric oxide levels reach their peak effectiveness. Research consistently demonstrates that blood nitrate levels reach their highest point approximately 30 to 45 minutes after consumption. Therefore, if intimacy is anticipated for your evening, that 30-minute mark before you expect to be intimate represents your golden opportunity. You want to consume this beverage about half an hour beforehand. This way, you are not leaving your performance to chance or hoping everything will spontaneously work out. Instead, you are strategically preparing your body exactly like a professional athlete prepares before competition. When men begin incorporating this routine into their lives, the feedback I receive is consistently remarkable. Yes, erections definitely feel stronger and significantly more reliable, but what proves equally fascinating is that they also experience a much broader transformation in how they feel during intimate moments. They report feeling more energized, more mentally present and focused, and crucially, less anxious about whether their body will respond appropriately when the moment arrives. This happens because nitric oxide does not work in just one isolated area of your body. This molecule enhances circulation to your brain, your heart, your muscles, everywhere that requires optimal blood flow. When your brain receives improved circulation, you think more clearly and feel more focused. When your cardiovascular system operates more efficiently, you breathe more deeply and comfortably. Your entire nervous system feels calmer, yet more responsive simultaneously. It resembles upgrading your body's entire operating system, rather than attempting to fix one isolated problem. Something my patients tell me repeatedly is absolutely fascinating. When that underlying performance anxiety disappears, when you feel confident that your body will respond as desired, the emotional and psychological connection with your partner returns in full strength. They become able to focus completely on their partner, to be fully present and enjoy the moment without distraction or worry. That mental shift alone transforms the entire intimate experience. It proves that truly exceptional intimacy encompasses more than just physical mechanics and performance measurements. It involves feeling confident, engaged, emotionally present, and completely alive in those precious moments with someone you care about deeply. Creating this beverage is remarkably simple, and that simplicity represents one of its greatest advantages. You do not need expensive supplements, exotic powders, or anything that will cost you significantly each month. All you need is one fresh, medium-sized beetroot from your local grocery store or farmer's market. Begin by carefully peeling away the outer layer, then juice it to extract that deep, rich, ruby red liquid packed with beneficial nitrates. If you do not own a juicer, a regular blender works perfectly. Simply chop your beetroot into small, manageable pieces, add a small amount of clean water to assist the blending process, and blend until completely smooth. Then strain the mixture through a fine mesh strainer to separate the liquid from the pulp. Freshness represents the absolute key here. Once you have extracted your beetroot juice, squeeze in the juice of half a fresh lemon, not bottled lemon juice, but juice from an actual lemon, and stir everything together thoroughly. Here is a crucial tip that can determine the effectiveness of this beverage. Consume it immediately. Do not allow it to sit around. The active compounds in beetroot that boost nitric oxide production are quite time-sensitive. If you let your freshly made juice sit for hours before drinking, you are essentially losing a significant portion of its potency before it reaches your bloodstream. If you want to enhance this drink further and add even more circulation-boosting power, consider adding a small piece of fresh ginger to the mixture before blending. Ginger possesses natural, warming properties that enhance circulation throughout your body while providing a pleasant, energizing sensation. However, keep the recipe simple and natural. Resist any temptation to add sugar, artificial syrups, or chemical flavorings to make it taste like a commercial beverage. Those additions will work against your vascular health and diminish the very benefits you seek to achieve. Before implementing this routine, there are several important safety considerations you must understand completely. If you have naturally low blood pressure, are currently taking medications for erectile dysfunction, or use certain heart medications, you should consult with your healthcare provider before beginning this regimen. Beetroot juice is genuinely powerful and can significantly enhance the effects of these medications, potentially causing your blood pressure to drop lower than is safe or comfortable. Also, do not be concerned if you notice your urine or stool turning reddish or pinkish after consuming beetroot juice. This completely harmless temporary condition called beeturia is simply natural pigments passing through your digestive system. For men with a history of kidney stones, beetroot naturally contains high levels of compounds called oxalates, which can contribute to kidney stone formation in susceptible individuals. This does not mean you must avoid this drink entirely, but you should be mindful about frequency and definitely discuss this with your healthcare provider. While beetroot juice with lemon works beautifully as a strategic pre-intimacy enhancement, lasting transformation in your health and vitality comes when you make this part of your regular lifestyle rather than using it occasionally. By supporting your body's nitric oxide production consistently, you help your blood vessels become more responsive and efficient continuously. I recommend 2 to 3 servings per week, combined with other healthy lifestyle choices, a nutrient-dense diet rich in vegetables and healthy proteins, regular cardiovascular exercise, consistent strength training, and targeted pelvic floor exercises that specifically support sexual health. Over time, weeks and months, not days, your baseline performance improves significantly. You will find yourself feeling more spontaneous and confident because you no longer need to plan and time everything so carefully. Your body becomes naturally more responsive and reliable. I have worked with men who for years actually dreaded intimate moments because they constantly worried their body would not respond when desired. The anxiety itself became part of the problem, creating a cycle of worry and disappointment. But after implementing small, consistent changes like this, better nutrition, improved circulation, healthier daily habits, They saw dramatic improvements, not only in sexual performance, but also in overall energy levels, confidence in all life areas, and general mood and outlook. That positive ripple effect touches every part of their lives, extending far beyond the bedroom. They feel more vital at work, more energetic with their families, more confident in social situations. It reminds us that sexual health is never just about intimacy. It represents overall vitality and life force. Aging does not mean surrendering your vitality. You retain the ability to feel strong, confident, and fully present in intimate moments. You simply need to work with your body in smarter ways. This simple beverage is not a magical cure, but it represents a powerful tool to provide your body with the circulation, oxygen, and confidence it needs when it matters most. Try this approach. Pay attention to how you feel. Remember, the goal extends beyond performing better. It involves enjoying intimacy more deeply, with greater connection, energy, and presence than ever before.